If you're in your career, you're saving up for retirement using your 401k, would it ever make sense? Would I ever recommend that you pause, that you stop your 401k contributions? Get this question frequently, a handful of times throughout the year. I'll tell you the situations when you may want to consider pausing and one crucial detail, that and more coming up. Recently, I did a video about if you max your 401k contributions before the end of the year, what happens to your match? Do you lose out on the match? Say if you max out your 401k at the end of October, do you forego and give up the match for November and December? Well, it depends on how your plan is structured, and make sure you check out that video if this applies to you. But the company match and missing out on the company match is one of the primary reasons when someone reaches out to us, either me or one of the financial planners on our team, and says, hey, listen, I think I need to pause my 401k contribution. I think I need to pause my retirement plan contributions. Missing out on the company match is oftentimes the primary reason why we say, no, wait. Before you do that, let's explore all options. Let's identify what the problem is, what's going on, what the need is, and then determine, well, what makes the most sense. Because missing out on the company match, that's like missing out on some free dollars, right? You're working hard and you're earning those dollars, and to not claim them, to not capture them and have them go into your 401k, that's one of the reasons why no. Hesitate before you decide to stop your 401k contributions or pause them. Gosh, make sure that is the right choice. Would it ever be the right choice? Well, I'll tell you, there's two situations. There's two times where this question comes up the most often, okay? The most frequent, okay? And the first one is when the stock market is declining. We get this question all the time. We've gotten it from a lot of our fans of the Wise Money Show here right in this community. We last saw a persistent kind of bear market during 2022, and we had a lot of folks comment right here on the channel and various videos. Hey, I think I want to pause my 401k contributions. I'll restart when it feels safe. No, guys. I know when you're continuing to contribute to your 401k, and then you happen to log in or you get your statement and you look and you see that you've lost money, it can feel like you're putting good money after bad. No, the reality is you are buying shares, and those shares get repriced every single day if they're mutual funds. They're exchange traded funds or stocks, they get repriced, throughout the trading day, but they are consistently getting repriced, but you're buying more shares. It's not like your checking account or your savings account where when you see the balance go down, that money's gone, you spent it or whatever. Within your 401k, you're buying shares, and the value might be going down temporarily, but because you're contributing and buying more shares, whenever that share price inevitably rebounds, you'll have more shares and will be able to catch more rebound and see a lot of growth on the other side of it. Therefore, if it's just a stock market volatility or short-term emotion that is causing you to say, I think I need to pause my 401k contributions, make sure you work with your certified financial planner. And I would encourage you, those are often the hardest working dollars for you for your retirement. I would not look at stock market volatility as the reason to pause your 401k contributions. The second time or second circumstance where we get this question a lot is when there's a short-term expense, an urgent expense that has come up that you're unprepared for. And we've seen this from, hey, this bill showed up, or I've got this housing expense that I'm not prepared for. I've seen often where, hey, kids are finally ready for college and we don't have the money set aside. I think I need to make some adjustments and help them. And so that second time is often connected to a short-term expense that comes up. Now, in that situation also, we take a look at all 6 areas of your financial life and determine, well, is it necessary to make this trade-off? Because adjusting your 401k contributions or pausing them, I already mentioned, that could mean that you're missing out on your 401k company match. It could also mean you're missing out on some very important and key tax benefits as well. And certainly if it's connected, if the impetus is connected to paying for college, well, if losing out on these contributions and that deduction to your retirement could put you over the edge and have you miss out on some tax benefits for sending your kids off to college, that would be, that'd be something that'd be detrimental, right? So you got to work with your certified financial planner. So would it ever make sense to pause or stop your 401k contributions There's only a couple of instances when I would recommend this, but I'd always do so with the caveat of I still want you to get the full company match. If you have to pause your 401k contributions, I'd at first want you to reduce them down to the point where you could still get the full company match and not go any further than that. Use any excess dollars that were going into the 401k and have those redirected to the purpose or the goal or whatever that short-term cash need is. That way you still get your full company match. Very rarely, but it can happen, very rarely would I say, no, okay, it's, for this season, you got to give up the company match. What would those circumstances be? Both of them deal with fixing cracks in your financial foundation. See, there's 6 areas to your financial life, my financial life, to everyone's financial life. And while it's more fun to think about saving up and improving your taxes and investing these dollars and getting ready for retirement, those are 3 of the 6 areas of your financial life. While that is more fun, if you don't have a proper financial foundation, you could find yourself in this very situation where you've been throwing money into your 401k, making contributions, and then all of a sudden something happens in your financial life and you say, no, I gotta stop that. Instead, you want to have a sustainable financial life. And part of the way to have that is to have a stable financial foundation. If you don't have a fully funded emergency fund, or if you're dealing with very high interest credit card debt, those are 2 circumstances where, looking at all 6 areas of your financial life, it would make sense to say, you know what, let's slow down. Let's pump the brakes on those 401k contributions. Let's see if we can make some progress, bringing your 401k contributions down to just get the full company match, and then have all of your other goal achievement dollars, all of the other freed up resources that you can go to building up that emergency fund, paying off that high interest credit card debt. And by the way, implementing a 3 bank account system so you never had credit card debt again also deals with making sure that that emergency fund is fully funded. Getting that financial foundation in place and then restarting your 401k contributions. Again, in an ideal situation, you're still getting your full company match. But listen, if your financial situation, if that foundation is not only cracked, but there just isn't one, that might be the situation where you'd say, nah, for this season, I don't want to give up these free dollars, this company match, but for this season, we need to. We need to build up that emergency fund. We need to pay off this high interest credit card debt. We need to get a stable financial foundation in place, and that will give you the sustainability, the ability to contribute a higher amount to your 401k out there in the future and never look back. Other than those couple of reasons, make sure that your 401k contributions are integrated with your entire financial life. And if you feel the need, if you have this urge, I think we need to pause. I think we need to stop our 401k contribution. I would hesitate, hold the line, stick to your goals, work with your certified financial planner on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K. WiseMoneyShow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.